am I hearing keys jingling? Oh, shit. It's an asset. Never mind. I didn't know it made sounds. I put it on my model and I didn't know it made sounds. Oh, shit. Never mind about that. Never mind. It's keys. What the fuck? Thank you. Thank you. I've been listening to a lot of this music recently. I don't know what to call it, but I used to listen to this a lot when I was like a teenager. This song is... okay, I have to turn it down to tell you. It's called Box Turtle, Magnificent Isn't She? By Lady Radiator. It's very good. Yeah. Yeah. Give it up. Yeah. 49 months. How long is 49 months? Tell me now. Okay, we're not listening to Poppy. Not right now. Okay. We can listen to Kukura Chao by Foxtails. It's a good song. This one's kind of crazy though. 4 years. That's a whole kid. That's a 4-year-old child running around. That kid is going to school soon. That's crazy. 100 years? Okay, I don't like lie. I can't even like keep up this bit. I don't like liars. You're gonna get banned. But that's crazy, huh? That's crazy stuff. I was gonna freak with you, but I couldn't keep to it. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to more of this music. I have this game, but I don't know how to put it in English. It seems like it's only in Japanese. Oh, there it is. Okay. What the hell? The first time I opened the game, the language button didn't pop up, so it was just all in Japanese and I didn't have any options. Oh. Okay. Alright. I can't speak! you guys see that video of Pecora saying, Jesus Christ! Happy Easter! I've had that stuck in my head for like, I don't know, ever since Easter. That's so funny. What exactly? She's like, he pray and we say thank you! Or something. It was so fucking funny. I hope she never speaks English like, you know, like, she doesn't need to learn anymore. She knows enough, please. Just let her, let her speak like that forever, please. She doesn't need to learn anymore. Just let she can speak it like that, please. No more. Jesus Christ! It's so cute. It was a good song. Hello. I got a Dr. 7 covering me today. I took so long because I was trying to pick a nice background and I wanted something cool, so I just picked this one, I guess. I don't know. This is Cucarachao by Foxtails, I think that's how to say it. I don't know. I'll try my best. I like this background. I think it looks cool. Where am I? I'm severed. I'm not severed. I'm not actually. I have a Truly, but I don't know what's with me. I think I'm getting too old. Because alcohol doesn't make me drunk anymore. I just get to a state of like, I feel a little bit, but everything, I feel like just kind of full. And I don't know. It sucks. I don't drink though. I only have ever done it on stream, really, but I don't know. It's not really that crazy. Time for some THC. I've talked about this. I've had it a little bit before. I used to take what I thought were sleepy gummies, and it turns out it was more than sleepy. And I had it, and I got really paranoid, and I got scared, and I couldn't sleep, and I felt like I was hovering over my bed, and I didn't like it. It was scary. There was one time I took them, and I was fighting with my mom at the time. I was fighting with my mom, and I was in the car with her, and like, I thought they were just gonna make me sleep, but I was in the car, and we were talking, and she was like, you know, she was yelling at me, whatever, and I was just sitting there, and I guess my mouth was wide open, and I had just had my eyes open, and I was staring forward, and I turned to her, and she was like all mad, and then she just stopped being mad immediately when she saw my face. And she was like, you know what? Never mind. And then we went to McDonald's, and she got me a Big Mac, and I ate the whole Big Mac. And she was like, God damn, like you ate that in 2 bites. I was like, oh, I'm just hungry. And then I fell asleep. So I don't know. I don't take them. I used to have really bad sleeping problems, so that was like the only thing that would help me for the most part. We don't like it. But I don't really like it. I don't like feeling paranoid or out of my body like that. I don't really like it. It's freaky. And also they make me feel sick. I don't know if that's normal, but I get like really stomach hurt sick, and I don't like it. So I don't like that. I don't know. I don't know how much is what or what. I don't know how to do that shit. So that's all I remember about it, is I just took one and I looked like a fucking freak, and my mom couldn't be mad at me anymore because of it. So I don't know. I don't know. Argument winner. Let's put this song on. Yippee! Yippee! Sometimes when people are arguing with me, I will just like stick out my tongue. All you gotta do, you don't have to say anything. You just like stick out your tongue and like, and stare at them. But like only the tip of your tongue, and they don't, you know. And then like it kind of stops them for a sec. They didn't know what to do anymore. Just like you just stick it out a little bit. Yeah. I don't know. That was Dick Cheese. Yes, Richard Cheese. That was him. It only works for girls? No, you could be a pretty cute guy and do that too. I think men are afraid of being a little bit whimsy. And they're afraid of being silly. Yeah, you can be silly a little bit. People might stop in their tracks. They may not realize. They may not realize that you have a little bit of that power. A little bit of that power. The Jimmy and Timmy Power Hour. the Jimmy Neutron Timmy Turner Power Hour. Do you remember when that was on TV? That was crazy shit. Remember when there were advertisements of them fighting in the corner? That used to scare me. That used to scare me because I thought I was like missing the show and it was like secretly playing or something. I don't know why. So I just remember them like they're fighting. It was too much. It was too much for me. Yeah, Timmy was ugly as sin. Ugly as even sin. Do you know how hard it is to be as ugly as sin itself? Pretty hard, but he was. He did it on the Jimmytron style. He Jimmytroned it. I don't know. Isn't the devil actually hot? But sin is not hot. Sin actually is hot. When they describe doing a lot of sinful things, basically you'd be surprised. You know, it's basically a little bit hot. They say anything is sinning. You know, if you jerk off, you need your eyes plucked out. So, you know, maybe sinning is kind of hot. Maybe sinning is kind of sexy. It's true. That's actually in the Bible. Did you know that? Everybody be like, let me refer to this verse. And it's like, okay, bro. If you've ever smacked the monkey. If you've ever smacked the monkey, consider yourself blind. If you've ever looked at a woman in a sinful way... No, I think for women it's different, actually. If you've ever looked at a woman in a sinful or lustful way like that, then also you're going to hell. That's actually a thing, yes. That's completely true. If you've ever just looked at a woman in a lustful way, yes. That's what it says. It's over. It's actually over. Do anime women count? No, they're not real. That's okay. That's how you get away with it. Actually, the life of wizardry is a sinless path. It's like being a monk of some sort, you know what I mean? Do you believe women when they say they've never jerked it? Any woman who says she has never touched herself is lying. Unless she is like, I don't know. Unless she's like under 18. But any woman that says that is completely lying. And if she says, I don't know how to do it. No, she does know how to do it. I mean, she knows how to do it in one way, but not the other. Or any other ways. That's not true. That is not true. Nuns do it too. Nuns have freaky lesbian sex all the time. No joke. That's completely real. Nuns have freaky lesbian sex. Yes, it is true. There's books about it, like their experiences. They get freaky. They get freaky DK. Yeah. I thought about becoming a nun. I remember when I was younger, I thought about it a lot. I was thinking like, I'm just gonna drop out of society and become a nun. That's what I'm gonna do. Just have a pretty chill life. And, I don't know. Yeah, I think that would have been good. I can still become a nun. I can still do that. But I want to be like, if I'm a nun, I want to have like here's what I have to do. Let me explain. I'll become a nun, but you know, I have to sin in some form, but not an actual sin, you know what I mean? I have to like get it out of me. Thank you for the sub, Andy Bell. And the way I'm gonna sin is I'm gonna make like trance music, and I'm gonna do freestyle radio shows of me like spinning the discs. I'm gonna become a nun disc jockey, and I'm gonna live stream it, and I'm gonna be like, what should my name? What should my nun DJ name be? What could that be? I don't know. Partaking in any form of technology is technically sinning, to be honest with you. DJ Salvation, Righteous Tracks. Okay, that's actually a really good one. DJ Righteous Tracks. That's pretty good. I like that. I like that a lot. Righteous tracks. Yeah. Like they're Amish or something. They're not Amish. They're not Amish. Mm-mm. The Amish are cool though. They're kind of weird too, but they're cool. Sister Sinner. I need a hook line. I think I told you guys, but I used to do voice lines for like DJ tracks and like mixes and stuff. But you'll never find them, and they're very underground. But yeah, I used to do that for people. Only a few times. It was a good song. That was fun. Am I the person that did Trapaholics? No, wait. How did I do that? Trapaholics. I don't know how they do that. I don't know. I did some voice stuff a long time ago. I used to just like work my shitty like I used to work my shitty, what was it, just normal job, and then I used to just do that on the side, and it was fun. If you're met, you don't trust you. Nah, I didn't do that. I will give you a hint that the Gyara voice kind of came from that. Basically the Gyaru voice was the thing I would do for a lot of stuff. And I'd be like, are you listening? You know, like some stupid shit like that. And just put it into all of the things. Yeah. Valley Girl Gyaru, whatever. Yeah, I studied that from people around me and also like YouTubers I watched. So I guess that's where it originated from. I didn't know. I would be terrified to have countered you as a young lad. Why? What did I do? This was when I was like in my... I don't think I was quite 20 yet. I think I was like 19 when I did this or so. My mouth is all fucked up. I must have been like 19 or so. I don't know, something like that. And that's what... I just did it on the side for funsies. Nani sore? My Gyara voice is good. I never did that in real life. No, I never did that stuff in real life. I just do it for fun online. I don't like to... It's embarrassing to actually do it. I don't like doing voice stuff in front of people because I don't know what face I'm making. So I don't know. I don't do that stuff. I don't like to. I feel like if I do it, I have to like hide my face or I have to wear a mask or something. Because I can't do it. I don't know. I don't do voices everywhere I go. No. I don't randomly talk to myself and do different voices, but maybe I actually should. Maybe I should. Well, that's actually a lie. That's actually a lie. I have a customer service voice I use when I go out in public. And it's kind of Gyaru-esque. So I don't mean to do it, it's just like it puts on. But I think yeah, most people do that. I once did a British accent while I was at the gas station buying snacks. You should do all sorts of accents, especially if they're bad. I'm not gonna lie, if I encountered that stuff while I was working, it probably would have made my day. So I think you should do all that sorts of stuff everywhere, because it'll make somebody's day or make it interesting or give them a story to tell others. Yeah. I do an accent when buying rhino pills. What kind? Do I even need to ask? I have something brewing in my brain that I think about. I usually do bad accents when I answer scam callers. I used to do a thing. I used to do a thing where I would answer scam calls on like when I would play games online. I would sometimes leave my mic on, and I would like if it rang, I would answer the scam calls and I would scream into the mic, or I would put something over my phone and I would slam it as hard as I could over and over again. And you know, usually the call would be ended. Or I would do that and just end the call. But yeah, that's what I would do. I'm actually really excited. I bought a bunch of these mini like mics, like lavalier mics or whatever. But those are the type of microphones I used to use before I got into streaming. I never talked about this, but like, let me make myself bigger because you need to see me. But I never like messed with I I never messed with much technology with the streaming stuff. Okay, a good song next. I never messed with technology streaming stuff like microphones, headphones, anything crazy. And thank you for the sub. Thank you, Strikes. But before like streaming, because I would upgrade my computer and build my computer, but I never did anything with microphones. I never got any special technology or understood it because I never needed it, you know. So it's kind of strange still to this day to be like, oh, I have to get this good microphone, you know. I gotta get the good mic to make sure I sound good enough and stuff. When in my head, I would be fine just having a bad mic except for ASMR. I would be okay with that. I don't really mind too much. I've never been somebody that wants all the like crazy best stuff for everything because I kind of like when it's just imperfect. I think imperfect is best. I did have the Tyler 1 microphone, and it was the microphone was hanging on by a wire, so I used to tape it. And I remember, I think it was I think it was the first time I made like a VTuber friend, and I think she asked me about my microphone, and I sent her the picture of it, and she was like scared. I don't know, I don't remember who that was, because way back in VTubing, you used to just talk to people and like try to meet people, because like the VTubing circle is so tiny. So I think I was a scary outlier at the time. I was kind of weird. So, it was kind of weird. Xbox lobby chat microplay. I didn't know how to get into those. And thank you, Tuka. Thank you for the sub. I don't know how to get into those. I thought there was like a wait list for those for like years, right? I don't know. I remember a long time ago I wanted to get on a GTA like RP server. This was before streaming, and there was a fucking like you had to like sign a form and they would vet you, and then there was like a wait list. I'm like, fuck that, I gotta work like 2 jobs. I'm not doing that. What do you mean? But you know, I don't have time for this. I already work. I don't have to work again. And it was really stupid. I didn't know. It was really dumb. Yeah, I gave up on it too. At first I was like, yeah, of course I'd do this, of course. Fuck no, I couldn't do that. But I did need it up during COVID, and I just played World of Warcraft all day. Yeah. Thank you for the donation to the cat rescue. I'm gonna keep that up forever. Ever. Yeah, I've talked about it, but you guys don't know about it. But I used to mega need it up until I needed to work a job to like live. And I would play Dota 2 all day for like 16 hours straight and eat a bunch of shitty junk food, and then also I would play World of Warcraft vanilla all day. And also, what else did I play? Like Minecraft. I'd watch anime and stuff. It was awesome. And I lived in a small room. Like, it was like a really shitty, like, I had a really shitty, like, basically, like, it was almost like a room. It was so small, and I paid basically nothing for rent. It was just savings, and my room was infested with spiders. And I just, like, would spray it with lavender because I didn't like it, and that's how I got rid of the spiders. And yeah, but it was cheap though. I would play Dota 2 all day and root for full spiders, and yeah, they all left. But they were like little baby spiders. They're all gone. But I don't know. I like reminiscing about that, even though it's like, wow, I was a complete no-life nobody. But it was kind of fun. It was kind of fun way back when. Hey, before Asmongold became what, you know, what he is now, every gamer was like, damn, I wish I could just eat shitty fast food and play games all day, you know? And that he was kind of like, I don't know, he was kind of like cool, like in that way, but he was a mega loser. But, you know, because somebody who plays games, like, it's like, I'm a loser too. But I don't like that he tries to act like he's not a loser, because he is. And it's fine to be a loser like that when, you know, that's how you've got your fame and you spent how many years on a game. So I don't know. I kind of hate that he's taken himself from that. I remember all of the Asmongold's Lair videos and stuff like that, and how people used to join his games to basically farm for him and mess with him and stuff, and all of the transmog contests and stuff like that. So, I don't know. That was fun. That was fun. I like the clip where he was fighting, I think, a raid, and he fell off. He got pushed off, and he got so mad that he slammed his head on his keyboard, and there was a big red mark. Yeah. The Vyoshi Fumos, they're actually very good quality. I'm really happy about that. And he looked like he was in a lot of pain when that happened, by the way, yeah. But I'm really happy about the Fumos. They're very thick, and they're very hardy, and they're very, like, they're very Fumo, like, really good quality. Like, they're really good plushie. They're really big. I was kind of shocked because I didn't know they'd be that big. And, I mean, I kind of, you know, maybe I'll say it like it is, but I was like, damn, that shit's expensive for that. But, but okay, it was well worth it because they are quite big and they are well made and stuff. So, it was. They're pretty damn good. They're pretty damn good for what it is. Yeah. At first, I was like, damn shit, like, I'm not that expensive. Like, I'm not that worth it, you know? Like, is it plushie? Any potential restock? I'll ask her about it, because I've had a lot of people asking about it, but look forward to other stuff in the future, too. Look forward to other stuff. I will be doing other stuff in the future. I'm very excited for it. I'm working with a cool person. Close future, I would say. Close future. Because I'm being honest in that sense, so you can, like, propel yourselves. But the next little merch drop I have, it's like, it's all really cool stuff. If that makes sense. Like, just in general, like, all the stuff is, like, it's not just, like, an acrylic stand, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, I think you like it. I think you like it. I'm very excited for it. I think it's gonna be cool. Man, I need to play this game. Yeah. Hold on, let me put on a different song. The song's too much. Oh, I was watching more Dorohedoro today too, and the new season is really good, but man, that 3D. There's parts where it's not 3D and it's just animated, and it's so difficult because it could be so good. It could be so good, but the 3D, it looks like a manhwa adaptation. Do you know what I mean? It looks like a Korean, like, manhwa adaptation when they start to do... You know what I mean? Do you understand what I mean? Yes, when they do the 3D stuff, it looks so bad. I just spit on my mic, I'm sorry. But... That's what it is. It's like a manhwa adaptation when they make it into 3D and it's got that strange animation. No. Not good. Yeah, so the best 3D animations are by Studio Orange. It's Hoseki no Kuni is really good, and also Trigun. Trigun Stampede has amazing animation, but I don't think it's like I'm a fake fan because I haven't watched the original Trigun. So I can't tell you if it's good or not, but I thought it was really boring at first, but then it gets good. I don't like to talk about Beastars because I don't think Beastars looks good. I'm sorry. I don't think Beastars looks good. I think Hoseki no Kuni looks good because the way they adapted it makes sense. But I think Trigun Stampede is amazing. I think it's really good. Trigun Stampede is the first time you see it and you're like, damn, this is like 2D animation. 2D animation is really good. Fuck Beastars because you delayed my Hoseki no Kuni Season 2. Beastars is not that good. I don't really care about Beastars. I read Beastars when Beastars first came out. I read it and I wasn't really impressed, to be honest. It was like, whatever. What if what if the predators were actually really, what if they were the one that it sucked for them, you know? I don't remember it too much, but I remember it was kind of something like that. What if the prey could actually be fucked up too? It's like, I don't know. I don't really, so whatever. There was more to it, but it wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. And it's like, what if the prey got by because, you know, they're keeping, whatever. I don't know. We need to read the manga by the Beastars author where it's the pit bull that kills her family and then she gets into a romantic relationship with the pit bull. That one's awesome. That one's awesome. That one's so cool. I'm really they need to make the adaptation stat pronto. So bad. I don't even think, like, I don't know. I feel like I like furry stuff. I'm weird for this, okay? I think kimono stuff is really cute. I think kimono fursuits are really, really cutesy. I love kigurumi like not fursuits, but suiting. I think all of it is so cute, and I think it looks cool. But I'm just not attracted to furries. I just don't really understand it. Like, it's not really my thing. I don't really get it. And I know a lot of people like the main character from Beastars, but I don't, like, get it. Like, I don't see anything attractive about him at all. I don't know. I don't really understand it. It's not really my thing. I don't know. There's some, like, I don't know, like, monster-like creatures that I like and I think are cool, but I'm not really a furry. I'm not really a furry person. I don't know. That's just how it is for me. Yeah. It's a white girl thing you didn't inherit? That is like the biggest lie ever told. The white girls fuck dogs is such a lie. You'd be surprised at who actually does the doing with the animals. And it's not the white girls. I have a higher tolerance for scaly stuff than furry stuff? Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. The peanut butter. Who does it? Well, I can't say that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get in trouble if I speak the truth, okay? But I remember I used to make I made like a joke one time. You know, like I was like, don't leave a white girl alone in a room with a German Shepherd. And I made that joke one time, and ever since then, people have tried to make dog fucking art of me. And I'm not gonna lie, I think it's gross. Like I don't know why you got that out of a simple joke I crafted, and I hated it so much, and I just think it's like, I don't know, like that's just not something I want to see. I don't know. No, this was years ago, and this was like my past model that it was really important to my old art mama. So I always asked, I was like, please don't sexualize the model, please, no, not safe for work, you know, because like this is special to her and and I didn't want that. But then that's how I found out you can't feel a certain way like that. You gotta just basically not say anything about it. Yeah. But I know everybody's making those jokes too, but I'm like, damn, how did that come from that? How'd that come from that? But yeah, it's not the white women. And also anybody any white girl who makes jokes about like that, like herself, and like does that, I don't know, man. There's some freak-a-leakin' happening there. There's some freak-a-leakin'. I think there's bad actors in the mix. I think it's strange. Yeah, the more you try to stop things or like if you say, hey, I don't like that, they're like, oh, actually that means you do like it and you love it. Not only do you love it the most out of everybody that has ever liked it ever. So, you can't see that. You can't say that. That's how I learned quickly, because I had been online, but I had never been a public figure or something. So, I didn't understand that people really reacted like that. I thought that was just like I don't know, I thought people understood nuance, but then that's how I understood that, like, oh, you can't be saying that, you can't be saying that. You cannot have that preference. No. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Yeah. I saw this tweet about like, it's like, haha, you're a lolcow now. Me and my mentally ill friends are going to dedicate our lives to making fun of you online and looking at every single thing you do. Haha, you're the lolcow. Haha, you... Haha. It's like, that's so true. Haha. Me and my band of mentally ill friends are gonna join together and just watch everything you do and make fun of you all day. Ha, you freaking lolcow. I didn't even know what a lolcow was for a while. I didn't even know that was like a real term. I didn't know that like that was a thing people said. I thought that was just some made up term. Moving body. Obsessing unironically. Yes, I was only pretending to be obsessed with you and like you so much. I was only joking about that. I was only pretending and joking about that. I swear. I was only pretending and joking and messing around. I'm really not truly obsessed with you. I promise. I promise. I didn't know it was widespread too, but now it is. Yeah. Sorry, I just burped. I don't know if you could hear that. This truly is a little much. I was merely pretending to be... What? You can't say that word. You can't say that. You can't be saying that. You can't say that. You're gonna get in trouble. Everybody's got their forks and knives on you. Everything you do ironically turns unironic in the end. Yeah. I used to joke about, liking the stinky smell of a man. Like, ew, that's so gross. Ew, so nasty. And, you know. Yeah. It got me. It didn't get me, it didn't get me in the right spot. The right place. I wish I could be a woman with a foot fetish. Imagine being a woman with a male foot fetish. That's like actually 1 in a million. There is no woman that has a male foot. Do those even exist? Life would be easy for you too. That's crazy. I think about that all the time. It's kind of weird. Do you ever think about that? Like, you know, obviously people like act like it's so common now for men and everything, but it's not. It doesn't happen with women ever. There was one news article I read about it that like one woman liked it, but I find it to be interesting because I wonder what exactly happened, because they say like, oh, it's the wires crossed, right? But why doesn't that happen with women? What is our wires crossed? Because hands make sense because of, you know, the usage, but what is our wires crossed? Genuinely. I think about that sometimes. Like, what is the, like, oh, women strangely have this thing. But it should be something a little bit abnormal, right? Serial killers, but men like those too. Men always talk about how women like serial killers. Look at the Japanese girl that killed her boyfriend and she was smoking a cigarette, okay? We're both the same in that regard, okay? People act like it's stranger that it's one way and not the other, but it's just because there's less female serial killers. I'm being for real. And thank you, Prime Radiancy. Thank you for the sub. Yeah. It's true. It's true. It's just, it's not as common because there's not as many. There's not as many. That's all. It was more so from her fiance's feet smell? She liked those Fritos. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It would be more common. It would be more common amongst men if it was, you know, like a basic attractive, like, serial killer that was a female. Yeah. It's true. You don't have enough female serial killers to equal the statistics. So I will go against the grain. All the people that have donated to me, leave those doors unlocked. You'll be fine. Okay. I will, you know what? I'll give you a good meal before I take you out, at least. You know what I mean? Yeah. I will give you at least a nice meal. I will buy some groceries. I'll make you a nice full meal. It'll be your last meal. I'll tie you to the dining room chair. You know, it won't be too bad. Okay? I'll make it worthwhile. But it's gotta happen. You know, we gotta make the statistics a little bit more even. You know? Yeah. You think I have chairs? Honestly, yeah. Actually, who does have a dining room set, huh? What would be your preferred method? I don't know. I think it depends on the person, right? I think it depends on the person. Some people deserve to suffer. Thank you. Thank you for the donation for the cat rescue. Thank you. But people that don't deserve to suffer, I don't know. I guess just like lots of sleeping pills or something. I don't know. Can I blow you up with dynamite? No. That's too messy and too loud and too big. That's too loud and too big and too messy. You can behead me if you want. I don't really want to do that. That's like a huge fear of mine. That's like a big nightmare, fear, scare. I have dreams very often that I am beheaded, or I see somebody beheaded, and it's like a huge nightmare. I hate that. That was a nightmare. That was a reoccurring nightmare I had when I was younger, that I was like beheaded. I hate that. I just don't like it. It's a pretty rough one. It's a pretty bad one. That's a pretty bad one. You like when I say I don't even notice I do it. I've been doing it for years. It's just like a little agreement sound. I don't know. After learning you're conscious for a bit after being beheaded. Wait, what if in Skyrim? What if Skyrim got the Pokemon treatment, where at the beginning of the game you actually were beheaded, but it was just normal, but then you dreamt up the dragons and like you're in like a subconscious state of being. And it's actually not like a cool magical world, it's just like a basic like shitty kind of fucked up world like that. It's a game theory. What if it real in Skyrim you actually got beheaded? I don't know. Is that what Pokemon is? Yeah. Ash Ketchum got electrocuted and that's why he dreams of Pikachu and he's in a coma in the hospital bed. That's what it is. He's in a coma in the hospital bed. I wrote a creepypasta. What if all the kids in Ed and Eddie were dead? Wait, that explains why he wears a hat, because he's got a big wound on his head. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Whoa. That's why all the Canker sisters are so dreamy too. They're like idealized. Chucky Finster original creepypasta? What if Angelica was really evil? Oh my god. That's so scary. That's so scary. You're just going bald because he's actually 50. Well, that just makes me like him more. That makes me like him even more. Don't put that on. Don't put that on. Don't put that into my head. I'm gonna bite my pinky. Don't put that in my head. I legitimately do. Well, I think it depends, but I think a kind of bad hairline is attractive. But it's kind of attractive in the way where it's like maturity, yeah. It actually is quite nice. It is quite nice. Yeah. There's this dude and he's kind of like Norwooding, you know, he's on his Norwood journey, and he dresses up as the postal guy, and he does a really good cosplay of him. He does a really, really good cosplay. So you gotta think outside of the box. When you're starting to bald, you gotta think of like, how can you make the most out of this? You know? You could do some pretty sick, nasty cosplays. I don't know, you know? You really can. You gotta work with what you got. It's true, you gotta work with what you got. Yeah. Senator Armstrong, see? My room, I miss you all of the time. I stalk myself on the internet. Something, I don't know the lyrics. It's a good song. Go to Turkey, 1 to 2 years and forget? Does that turkey hair transplant actually work? Or is that a lie? Bald people can be the egg on Easter? You can promote. You can be an IRL promotion and you can get a barcode. You can paste a barcode onto your head. And you can be an IRL promotion. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be cool. A burnt peanut tattoo. Fuck no. Fuck no. Agent 47. Does he have a barcode? I want your things in my room. I miss you all of the time. Yeah. On the back of his head. Oh, by the way, I've been playing so much Slay the Spire 2. I almost have 17 hours in it. And I just got it. It's really good. It's very fun. I was playing it, I don't know when I got it, a few days ago. But I've been playing it on and off, and it's really, really fun. Mutagenics and Slay the Spire too. I do like roguelikes. I used to just play The Binding of Isaac like all day, all the time. It's really fun. Slay the Spire too is just it's really good because it's really easy to just keep going and keep trying and playing new things and having fun with the new builds and realizing what you can do with more. I've never played Slay the Spire or Nuclear Throne. I've heard they're both really good though. So I've thought about checking out the original ones, yeah. I like the robot guy a lot. He's really fun. He also does a smack ton of damage real fast. It's cool. Sorry, I hiccup. I just don't like to play my gamer games on stream because I sit there like a slack-jawed monkey, like, and I just go through it. And also I play webkins while I play my other games too. So I'm double gaming. I'm double gaming it. I swap tabs. Yep. Title like co-working. No. Sometimes I grind my teeth when I focus too, and I'm really scared that I'm gonna do it without I do have some videos. I watch Hell's Kitchen sometimes, and Grubby. I like watching a lot of Grubby. He's my favorite, and he plays a lot of... He's actually why I got into Slay the Spire too. It's been fun watching him play a lot. Hell's Kitchen is really good. Yeah. I don't know if you guys watch Grubby. I'm a big fan of him. I've been a big fan of him for a while. I haven't seen Gina play. I like watching Grubby play Warcraft 3 a lot. And he used to play quite a bit of Dota. Yeah, I love his Slay the Spire streams. It's really fun. Yeah. Besides that, I don't know. I like watching people play those like boring kind of games like Slay the Spire or like other things of that nature. I actually really enjoy watching people do that. I'm one of those chatters that I don't talk in chat at all. I just like check in and I watch. I have not played TF2 in a hot minute, new. Yeah. Yummy drink. I like watching Northern Lion Yap too. He's very cool. He's gotten so much better at speaking as he's streamed. I like seeing that. I don't know. I think those like I understand I have like a compartment in my head. You know how there's like this study that like human beings have a compartment specifically for Pokemon. But I have a compartment in my head for like I understand what works for streaming and what's good, or like what can do good and what's bad. And I know I actually truly enjoy watching all of the things that technically don't work for streaming, and I think they're really fun to watch, and they're my favorites. I like watching art streams. I like watching people play League. I like watching people play that one League game where it's like a board and I don't know what it's called. That's fun. I like that stuff. It's really fun. TFT is my favorite to watch. I don't like League too much. I don't really like, I'm not huge into it, but I like watching people play. It's fun. It's fun. Yeah. No, they're actually bad for streaming. They actually lead you to low numbers. Ain't nobody wants to watch TFT stream number 5 of somebody who's mediocre at the game. I'm sorry. It's true. Nobody wants to watch that. It's like somebody playing Elden Ring again. Like, okay. You know, we've been seeing that. Elden Ring number 5 gameplay. You know, it's whatever. So, but I actually love watching people play that stuff. I don't do shit for numbers. If I did shit for numbers, I would not be playing Russian horror game number 85 and streaming on off random days. If I did stuff for numbers, it would be completely different. I just don't do certain things because I straight up don't talk while I do them. That's why. What would I play for numbers? Well, what would I play for numbers? Let me think. A good thing to do is definitely playing card games of any nature that have a very niche audience. Pokopia is not that good for numbers because it's kind of... Here's how it works, okay? Pokopia is a game that will either do very well on release or it will do very bad because everybody's playing it. Got it? So, in a sea of everybody playing them, it's like, do I want to watch the streamer that's already big play it, and that's what will do well? Or if you're playing it for the first time, it's not going to gather you new viewers. But it will do well when it's like kind of like the week of it coming out. It will do okay. But then afterwards, people kind of forget about it and don't care about it anymore. So it's already been played, people have already seen it, they don't really care to watch it, you know? You might as well label it something else, yeah? But Minecraft always does well. Minecraft challenges, speed runs, especially Minecraft speed runs. Yeah. It depends. Legend of Runeterra. I don't know. I don't know what that is. But I think Slay the Spire would probably do well as far as a stream game goes. It can either do well or really good. I haven't seen too much of it. The only people I've watched play are like big time streamers. But it can do well. What's the reason for it? Because you have those diehard people that want to sit and chat and want to see other people play it and want to backseat. So sometimes those types of things do well because they want to kind of sit there and just watch the game that they like. Mugenics probably not that good. Mugenics probably would have been good when it first came out though. Mugenics is like a little far out there now. But if you're doing specific runs for Mugenics, it would probably do really well. People like to watch very specific content of a very niche game, kind of like that. Yeah. So if you're like playing Mugenics but everything I do is blah blah blah, that would probably do well, yeah? Because it's already a pretty popular game with a good fan base. But since people have already played the game themselves and people have already enjoyed the game themselves and understand it, they don't really want to watch a random person play it randomly for no reason, right? So that's kind of the gist of how these things work. But I don't know, I've never really cared about that stuff. The only reason why I don't do things is because I just don't talk. I don't talk, and I just don't really think, and I can't multitask. Yeah. I don't know. Tarkov has a very specific fan base of very dedicated people. The things that work really well will be very specific, like, dedicated fan bases. And it also depends on which platform you're playing it on, right? So, if I wanted to grab the most amount of viewers that I can with the types of games I stream, I would have to stream on YouTube. Because all of these niche shitty horror games and like, you know, the wow, you know, mouth wide open, pointing finger like face would be good for YouTube streams and not for Twitch. And that would gather a bunch of children and people that, you know, speak other languages in my chat usually and get mad at me for not speaking that language. And then I would get a ton of viewers in that way. Because it's like, wow, ah! You know, clickbait. The Repo Fart game? What the hell is that? No, I didn't want to like basically buy the Resident Evil game, but it does look really good. I don't know. I don't really like playing continuation games because I'm more of a talker streamer. I'm not really like a gamer streamer. If I wanted to actually play the game, I probably wouldn't stream it because that's kind of why I don't focus on the game, you know? If I wanted to focus on the game, I probably would be playing a lot better and I wouldn't be talking nearly as much. Burnt Peanut can't play Ark anymore? Why? Yeah, if I was consistent with my ASMR streaming, I would probably get pretty decent numbers. But I just don't do things because I don't really like to. I don't know. That's it. Like, I prefer streaming ASMR on YouTube, because I don't know why. Like, it's very recently, like, I never get, like, kiddo fans, but I always get them when I stream ASMR on Twitch, and I have no fucking idea why. And I hate it so much. Even if I put, like, mature stream, which I specifically do during ASMR, they fucking join. Like, why? And I try my best to keep them out, you know what I mean? Like, I'll even put subs on it. And I just noticed, I don't know why. Like, stick to YouTube, kiddos. What the fuck? I hate it. It's in my name. I don't know why. And it's not on YouTube. Like, I get some shitters on YouTube, but not nearly as much as Twitch now. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I want them as far away from me as possible. They need to, you know, stick their head in a book, stick to school. Whatever. I get so annoyed by that. It's so fucking annoying. Children do need their own online spaces, I agree. But I don't think they need to be online with the state of everything, so yeah. No, I don't care about farming. I never cared about farming like specific numbers for certain things because then you get people that don't really mesh with you anyway. So it doesn't matter. You're getting a surplus of things that don't really make sense or matter. And also brands don't really work with solo people unless you're like a big time Andy. So it never mattered in the first place. I don't know. I would rather have people I mesh with that like my stuff and everything and that I don't feel compelled to scream at all the time. I don't know. And I'm drinking water. And calling me baby. I don't really understand why kids on the internet now are like that. Because way back when, all of us were kids on the internet. And I never felt the need to say, I'm a minor. I joined this and I'm a minor. And you're assaulting my eyeballs. I don't really know why they do that now. It's like, why am I in trouble? Because you're a kid. What the fuck? Get away from me. I don't get it. I'm usually like, yeah, I'm like 25. And I was like, 10. Yeah, I'm like 25, I swear. I promise. So, I don't know. I don't get it. I hate that. I hate that. That's why I don't do things and try to label them. So, like, I try to do things to kind of, like, ward them off. I don't know. I'm spraying lavender spray to get the spiders away. I'm getting the kids out of everything. I will get a lot of comments on YouTube about, like, kids, like, commenting. And, like, I don't know why, like, either saying they're a kid or, like, saying something and, like, leading into it. And it's like, I just completely ban them from it. I don't really understand why they do that. It's so weird. It's so weird. It's very strange. But I think I got a comment that was like, this could be like kid themed, but I just ban a lot of people from the comments because I don't know. Like one kid was like, I'm listening to this next to my parents, and it's like, well, that doesn't, you know, qualify you as a kid, but you're gone anyway, bud. I don't really care. You're gone anyway. And it wasn't even on a bad video. It was just like a normal ASMR. Like, it wasn't any of my weird stuff. It was just like I think it was just a normal talking Twitch stream ASMR. So it's like, I don't know. What do you mean? Like, it was just me talking? Like, what do you mean? I don't know. For some reason, you know the recent Gyaru talking ASMR on my YouTube? That, like, isn't really bad or anything. It's pretty, like, chill, whatever. It's basic. I got a lot of people saying, like, PDF. This is a Diddy video. And I'm like, yo, have you, like, this one? Like, this one? Out of everything? Like, you could, on this? Like, what do you mean? What? Like, and I got the most on there, on that specific video, and I'm, like, really confused about it, because I'm like, What? What do you mean? That one? That one? I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of just copy. I always find it so strange because I'm like, you know, like, you could try me for more, but like, you what? I don't understand that. All of my Yaru stuff get the most comments about PDF. No joke. That's what out of everything, I'm not even joking. Out of everything, it's my Yaru stuff, and I don't know why. I'll even have a thumbnail of basically a girl with big boobs, and it's like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? It's a big boob Yaru. I don't understand. Like, how? What? I don't know. It's always confusing. Because it's like, out of all. And I'm even doing like deep voice, whatever. Like, what? I don't know. Beats me, man. It's very weird. But I quite like making Gyaru stuff. I want to make some more. I have some other ideas for that. La do dee da do da, la do dee da do da, la do dee da do da, dee da do da, la do dee da do da. It's such a good song. Everybody loves my Gyaru stuff, and it's so funny because I always thought I was really bad at that, and I thought that was my worst thing. Obviously up until like, you know, quite recently, but I thought that was my worst thing ever, and I never like felt confident in it. So I was really like surprised, because I thought at first it was like, oh, they're messing with me, they're making fun of me, right? They're just, you know, they're yanking my chain with this one. But I don't know. I used to have a voice redeem on my channel points, which I don't do anymore because it'd be way too much to follow. But I used to have a channel points redeem for Gyaru voice, and I used to call it my Biddy Gyaru voice. And people used to redeem it all the time, and I thought they would redeem it because I was bad at it. And I didn't realize that they did it because they liked it, and I didn't know that for a while. And people would do it all the time, and I didn't really understand why. And I thought it was like, they're messing with me, you know? That's what I thought. I thought it was because I was bad. So it was like, you know, like, yeah, people do bad impressions. That's what I thought it was, and I didn't know. Yeah. I had no idea. So I'm actually like, as time goes on, I'm really surprised that like, I thought people were just doing things because they thought I was bad at it, or like, you know, messing with me, or like they want to see me making a fool out of myself. So I'm still coming to terms with that. I know a lot of people don't think I'm being honest when I say that, but I don't know. I've always had these problems. I didn't even know for a long time people like could have been hitting on me IRL, because I thought they were literally just messing with me. Because when I was younger, people used to jokingly ask me out all the time and mess with me like that. So I always thought like, that's just how they are. That's how everybody is. So I never knew. Like, I never knew, you know, times have fucking changed. I didn't know. Yeah. Yeah, I used to get asked out as a joke quite a bit. I think it was for Valentine's Day. Somebody bought me a flower, and I thought, you know, I was like, oh my god. I think that was what it was. I'm trying to remember properly. It was like maybe 6th grade, but somebody bought me a flower, but they did it as a prank, as a freaking epic joke. And it really made me upset for a while, and I was like, damn, I don't like nobody. I will never have a crush on anybody. I hate everybody. And I basically thought that I was like, what do they call it? Like, I don't really understand the random sexualities, asexual or whatever, but I didn't really like anybody for a very long time. I was just 2D only because aromantic, whatever it's called, but I thought I was whatever like that because I was 2D only. I was a 2D fanatic, and I basically just put myself into 2D because it's like, you will never be mean to me. So that's why. Yeah. That's why. For the longest time. Because I only had people mess with me as a joke like that. I did have a few girls have a crush on me, but I don't know. I didn't know if they were being honest sometimes. So I never understood that stuff. It's very strange. I don't know why so many girls were gay because of me. I don't really know what that says about me. I don't know what that says. A lot of girls were either gay or like came out as bisexual just like straight up because of me. I don't really know what I did. I was just kind of chill. I think it's the gayism. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know why. The gay. It still happens too. I don't really know why. I still have those issues. I've had those issues with friendships too, where like I will have a friend like randomly start being mean to me or like being angry or whatever and like acting a certain way, and it turns out they like me or something, and it's very weird and I don't really understand why. Very odd stuff. I don't know. I'm an odd creature, I guess. Yeah. I don't know about that one. I do because it's my lived experience. But I don't know. I think it happens to men a lot more than they realize too. Without even realizing that like maybe some other people are gay for you too. I don't know. Yeah. It does. You probably don't even know. It perhaps it happens to you and you don't even realize it. There are many times I had a fleeting thought but quickly stomped it out. To be honest with you, I think in a sense, like without the basic standards we have, and I don't know if this is just from being brought up this way, but I think everybody at least starts out not gay, not one way or the other, but like just finding themselves and understanding what they like. So it's not really a play as to like, is this human nature or this or that? But then society comes into play, and that's how you find out what you like and what kind of person you want to be with and everything like that. Yeah. At least that's how I feel with it. I don't think there's anything wrong with any of that. Yeah. Nobody knows what they're about till they're at least 12. I think even further than that. I think you grow and change as life goes on. And I think that's good. I think this is an okay song, I guess. But I think that's okay. Part of life is growing and changing, you know? This song's too much. I'm changing it. Now it's too much for me now. I don't care about it anymore. Goodbye. Goodbye. No more of Miku metal. It's too embarrassing. One time I played a Vocaloid metal song, and I remember it was like, what the fuck is this? And I never played it after that anymore. It's like, what is this? What is this song? What's going on? And I never realized how it could sound to other people, because in my head I'm like, alright, Vocaloid metal is awesome. I didn't realize how it could be. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Sometimes you'll play your music for other people and you never realize, like, okay, it's like this. It's like this, right? So, yeah. One time, I wanted to show, like, this Vocaloid song that, like, meant a lot to me, to my friend. And I showed it to her. It was in school, and I showed it to her, and it was like kind of like a deep song, I guess, in the lyrics, and it meant a lot to me at the time and everything. But I showed it to her, and she was like, "Oh, this is weird." I was like, "Fuck!" Then I never did that ever again to like normal people. That way, no way, no way. She was not a weeb, no. And it was like, I don't know. It hurts when it happens, because in your head you're like, anime is normal, right? Anime is normal. I listen to Japanese music. What language is this? Is this Chinese? No! You idiot! How do you not know? it sucks. It hurts. It's painful. It is. It's real painful stuff. It is. That reminds me too. I told my mom, like, I was talking to her and stuff, and I, like, was feeling down about something, blah, blah, blah. And, she sent me some, like, packages. And she kept telling me, like, oh, I'll get you something, I'll get you some packages. And I was like, okay, whatever. And I got the packages today, and she kept telling me, like, open up. And, she got me a Dio figure and a Jotaro figure. And I felt like I was gonna cry because I was like, that's so sweet. Like, she did that for me, and it was really nice. And it meant a lot to me because she tries really hard with that stuff. She doesn't really understand the whole anime thing too much, but she tries her best, and she tries to remember those things. Sometimes I feel like those pictures where it's like, I'm only blah 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 is young, and that's how I actually feel because I have like fucking webkins and anime figures and coloring books and shit. But to be honest with you, life is really what you make of it. And like, it's like, oh yeah, I need to be fucking waking up at 4 a.m. and drinking black coffee, and no, what the fuck, I want to enjoy my life. God damn, things, the cute enjoyable things don't end because you're a kid. They're just fun activities. They just happen, They never end. They continue on. You still have those same interests, You don't have to drop it. Yeah. You can still enjoy your own stuff. This is a good song. Yeah, you should never take anything too seriously or life too seriously. And ironically, like, me playing these games and like having these like kind of kid interests or whatever, it will like, it kind of makes you more adult in the sense of like being able to be more of yourself without taking away, like the people who are like, that's weird, you gotta grow up and stuff, they're way less of themselves than you enjoying your, I don't even know, your anime plushies, your Fumos, whatever it may be. They're much less of that, and they're, they're struggling themselves. They wish they could be that. That's why they point it out. So, it don't really matter. It don't really matter. You just need to have fun with yourself as long as you're not hurting anybody. As long as you're not, harming anybody, even yourself too. Not really a big deal. Not really a big deal. My goal is to be like food for dogs when I'm an old lady. I do wish I was a normie sometimes though. But I like being weird because I am weird. But sometimes I wish I was a normie because it seems like I don't know. It seems like a simple life. It's like, oh my god, I have to buy the new Crumble Cookie body wash. And it's, it's those little things. For me, I'm like, damn, that shit sucks. I need to buy the new fucking like Hatsune Miku shoes. I guess it's the same in a sense, but I kind of wish I could be a normie in the sense of I could relate to most people. Because in my head, I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty relatable, right? I have all these like interesting things that I like online. And then you go do stuff in real life. And I don't know, at least for me, I've been to places, like, I mostly go to places that are more girly centered. Like, I get my nails done sometimes, I get my hair done sometimes, and stuff like that. And when I go in and talk to them, I'll be like, I play video games. They'll be like, oh, like Fortnite? Oh, I don't really play games. My boyfriend plays Fortnite though, I know he likes it. And I'm like, fuck, I've just remembered people don't actually do these things normally, right? Like, most people really don't know as much as I thought they did. And it kind of makes me upset because I don't want my stuff to be, like, in a way I like that it's niche because then people aren't bitches about it. But in a way I wish I could relate and talk to people about that stuff, right? I don't know. That's how I feel, at least. I wish I could, like, relate in that way, because I I've hit the cusp of both things, and I don't fit with most people, and it sucks. I don't mean this in a I'm special way. I mean it in a I'm lonely, and I wish I had people I could talk about stupid stuff with way. I don't know. I wish I could be either. All I did was play like I did some stuff, but I played a fucking visual novel today, and I played Slay the Spire, and it's like, I don't know, what are these other girls doing? Like driving to Starbucks and like Target and like, I don't know, doing like gal hangouts or whatever. Like, I'm kind of jelly in a sense, but at the same time, the grass isn't always greener, right? And I'm pretty happy that I can have these luxuries of things that I enjoy. Yeah. So I don't know. I sometimes think about it that way. But I do get jealous. I wish I was like, you know, fuck. Sometimes I wish I was like a girl that was like, I'm gonna become a nurse. And my high school sweetheart works a blue-collar job. And I make him lunch every day. And I got special scrubs today. I'm kind of jealous of that life in a sense because it seems so easy sometimes. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. It's worse than it sounds. I know. This is going off just the sound. This is just the sound. But yes, there's a nice simplicity to it. But it's never that simple. Always the scrubs. Because I knew so many people like that. Love Necrobinder. I'm struggling with Regent. Regent's... You gotta get like a specific build going. I think... What is Regent? The guy in the chair? I usually build the big sword, and then I'll do a bunch of blocking. And you just wait and you stack up your sword and you just whop that bitch. You just mollywop that bitch. I don't know. My family, I guess, when I think about it now, my family has actual, and like, I mean this in the purest term, okay? When I say this, I mean it in an actual way. Like, actuality, you may not believe it. My family is filled with either complete normie Stacy girls or actual femcells. And when I mean actual femcells, I don't mean in the term of like, you know, I've been with a few, and like I've had like 5 boyfriends or whatever. No, like actual like dredges of society women, some of them. And I don't know. It's so weird because I feel like I teeter on both sides. Like I feel like I can be both, and it's such a strange feeling, huh? Yes, my sister is a Stacy. My sister has always been kind of a Stacy, but she's also very weird. And I don't know. What a strange life. It's like she's teetered, but she went the one way, and I feel like I'm more deranged, weird anime girl that is huffing over my laptop playing visual novels, and it's kind of weird, huh? I don't know. It's very strange. My sister is actually with my sister got the childhood best friend route, which is kind of awesome. I've known him for majority of my life, so he's basically been like my brother for a very long time. And I don't know, he's a cool dude. I mean, I used to chase away her other boyfriends, but he's cool. I approve. I give a thumbs up because he's really awesome and nice. And we talk about World of Warcraft and video games. He likes them too. But I used to throw pepperoni and salami at her boyfriends. So yeah, that's what happens. That's just how it is. I'm not even joking about that. She like had a boyfriend and he came over and I took a bag of pepperonis and I started throwing them at him and he left. He literally left, he didn't come back. And he was really mad. He's like, your sister's weird. I'm not coming back or whatever. And yeah, so I don't know. Kind of like a little brother, huh? He was weak. He was weak. Yes, I did snitch on my sister bringing a boy home because he was an asshole. He was an asshole. And I hated him. And I knew he was bad news bears. I did. No, he can't handle that weird. He can't. He wouldn't deal with the pepperoni tossing or me throwing them at his face. I remember what I was doing. So, I remember it. Like, I can remember it like it was yesterday. I think I was like, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't let him in through the door. And I was like, eating pepperoni. I was like, who are you? And he was like trying to tell me. And I was like, so who are you? And I just kept doing that. And then I started throwing it at his face. And then he didn't like it. He didn't come back. So, yeah. That's what I did. He failed. He definitely failed. He didn't get it. No. He just got pepperoni on his face. Yeah. That's how it happened. I don't know why I was eating those fucking pepperoni. I don't think I even liked them. I think I just wanted to have something to throw. Right? I mean, my sister and I went to the same elementary school. And there was like a boy that like kind of had a crush on her. I don't think I ever told this story. Oh, this is a crazy story, okay. This is a crazy story. I think I don't even know how this happened. But I was in the same elementary school as my sister. And there was a boy that had a crush on her, but he was mean to my sister. Like, he was not nice. He would, like, push her and stuff. So, I saw him. And he was, like, on a swing or something. And I told him, I was like, were you being mean to my sister? You know, were you whatever? And I don't know. All I remember was his name was Morgan. That's what I remember. And I think I was like, Morgan, more like Schmorgan. And I got a bunch of other little girls to beat him up and push him off the swing and kick him. And he stopped doing that after. And I got a little bit in trouble for that. But I told him, I was like, he pushed my sister. And they were like, okay, well, it's not a big deal. You know, don't push it. Don't push her. Because, you know, I was obviously much younger. And, you know, I mean, it's his fault for getting beat up by a bunch of little kids, right? So yeah, I got the grade group to beat his ass. I pushed him off the swing though, or something. I don't know. I don't know how I summoned a group of girls, but I think I was like, everybody, like, you know, you have to help me. This guy's a bully or something. And then yeah, that's what I did. So yeah, he got owned. I don't know. If I wanted to, I could. That dormant Stacy energy. Well, if I need to, I'm always kind of like I can unleash her if I need to, you know what I mean? I can get her out there. Especially when it's somebody else that like needs help or is like more socially inept than I randomly become like a fucking charismatic person. I don't really know why, but I'm not really like that. I just basically stick to myself. I'm actually very afraid of even typing to people online and talking to people, and sometimes people will talk to me and I don't really know what to say, so I just don't really reply. And I try to like I'm trying to be like a virtual Batman, okay? I try to do things from the shadows, but it always backfires and it sucks. I don't know why. Even you know, I have, you know, I'm the Oshi of many girls for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not mad about it. I'm just kind of embarrassed when I think about it. But I try to like do things when you know, I see they have something going on or they're feeling sad or something, and I try to I'll try to like get them something from Throne, or like do something here or there, or like push something here or there. But then it always, like, I'm not trying to show it in front of everybody. I'm trying to do it secretly, and I'm trying to do it like nicely and kind of like, you know, kind of like bump them on the back, right? But then it's like always in front, out loud, and I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to make you happy, you know? And I don't know why. I try to do things like from as far of a distance as I can, right? Because I also get scared that they say like don't meet your heroes, and I feel like I'm gonna be that person, and I don't want to be that person. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna be that person. That would be the worst thing ever. And I just think, what the hell did I do? What the hell did I do to be the don't meet your heroes person? I don't know. So I get scared of that. I get scared of that with meet and greets and stuff too. I feel like people are gonna be, oh, after all, she was a huge fucking bitch. And I sometimes like, I don't know what I did. So I get scared, and I try to do things as far away as possible as I can. And I don't know. Even when I try to fix things for people, or when I try to respond to them about stuff, I guess I do it in a very serious tone sometimes, and it kind of scares people off. But I don't mean to. I'm just trying to type in a way that would be understandable. So, I don't know. I feel like I come off as a little mean and angry. I don't mean to. I'm trying to be nice. That's all. The only thing that I want from people is to be happy and you know, stress-free. And I try my best with that. But it's difficult. Muzikashi. I didn't talk to one of my friends for a very long time. My very, very long time friend, and I didn't speak to her for a while because I thought my presence would be a burden on her and would cause her more issues. And then she talked to me, and she's like, I didn't talk to you because I thought the same thing, and I thought I was interfering with all of your stuff. And I don't know, it made me really happy because we're talking to each other again, and it's so kind, and it's just as close knit as I remember. And you start to realize that a true friendship is not going to go away. You know? Even as much time as you spend away, it's never going to go away. It's always going to prevail, and you're always going to be there in their thoughts. And that's what I realized too. So it made me really happy to see that. She said, she told me, she's like, I will think about you forever. You're always going to be in my mind forever. And it's so sweet. It's my first VTubing friend, let's just say. Felty, if you recall, she was my original artist, and it was difficult because I thought I was, I thought I would be a burden or something. But I don't know. I love her just as much as the day we started talking, and it makes me so happy. She's a really good person, and she deserves a lot of stuff. I told her too, I was like, could you put stuff on your throat? This is the only way I can buy people presents, really. You know? And she's like, I'll start doing that. And I'm like, yeah, and especially for your birthday. Like, that's kind of the way I do stuff. I know you guys get stuff for me, but like, that's also the way I get my friends stuff, because it's a very simple way to like, kind of get it, if that makes sense. Like, even if it's like funds for like, buy yourself some food. It's really easy to do. So I try my best to do that. I try to do that, like, I don't know. I wish I could buy them like delivery food, but it's kind of weird to say, hey, what's your address? So I do my best in that way. I remember I saw, I guess she's more of an acquaintance. Maybe I was too pushy, but what is it? There was like this VTuber. I talked to her on and off, and she was feeling really down, and I was trying to talk to her about it, and I was like, do you want me to get you food? But then I realized that's a little weird, right? So I try to say like, I wish I could just do Throne. I wish I could just do like Throne for you if you want like a little something. I I think it's always nice to have something to look forward to. Hello. That's the main thing. Is like, if you have something to look forward to, then it's like you can look forward instead of I don't know. I don't mean this, I guess, literally, but you can look forward instead of down. You can be like, man, you know, my car broke down and I had this and that, but then it's like there's a present, right? It's kind of like how I felt about holidays when I was younger. It's like, man, I had a really rough day, but then, you know, Christmas is coming soon, so it's like, it's not all bad, and I just have to think of all the things about that. And I guess sometimes it's like a mini Christmas for people, when you can get them a little present or a little food or something that's kind of hands off for them to have, and that's what I try to do. I guess that's my, what do they say, my love language is gift giving. But I hope I can give them nice words, but if I could, I would give them as big of a hug as possible. And I would let them take my hand and squeeze it as hard as they want, but don't break it. You can take it all out like that, but just don't break it. But you can squeeze it really hard, and you can take it out for a second. If I could. That's good, truly. I remember I used to do that when I was a kid, you know? If anybody was ever angry, I used to say, hold my hand. And then they used to be like, what? I used to be like, you can squeeze as hard as you need to, but don't break it. And sometimes they would do it, or they would do it like little by little. And then they would, you know, like immediately, it was such a silly thing going on, right? So they would kind of forget about it. It's like, you kind of do something so strange that they forget about the harsh thing for a moment. And that's what I would try to do. Because when I was younger, I used to be really afraid of shots. And that's what my mom would do with me, like, squeeze my hand as hard as you can. And I realized you could do that for a number of situations. So, I don't know. Sorry, I'm not trying to be moe. I'm just trying to say the way, I guess, things happen. But that's what my mom would do. Because I would kick the shit out of the doctor and I would try to bite them. But let's not get too far into that, huh? I did. One time the doctor gave me a shot and I kicked her really hard and I didn't mean to, but I just got scared. And after that, you know, I had to focus on something else. Yeah. I still hate shots. I have like a little bit of PTSD from shots because I was a sickly kid and I had to get a bunch of shots. Bunch of shots. Yummy. I have this, I just realized I slammed that so hard, damn. I have this big water bottle and I love it so much and it stays so cold. And I've never been into like those, you know, those water bottle trends. Like I have this Stanley. I've never been into that, but I have this water bottle. It's called an Owala, and genuinely, it's my favorite. I do really like it. I do really like it a lot. My other ones have broken, or they're kind of old, or they're really hard to clean. But I like my Owala. I think the Owala is actually a very good bottle. Like out of the many that exist, I think it's a nice one. It's a real good one. Yeah, I like the Owala. I drink a lot of water when I remember to fill it up. I think they're worthwhile. I think you should get an Owala. They come in pretty good colors too. Yeah. They're worth it. They're worth it. I think it was worth the price because it stays really cold. So listen, I will sometimes Okay, I'm really bad. But sometimes I'll kind of like, I leave my water bottle by my bed, like the edge of my bed, but it's kind of near like the heater, so it kind of like makes the water bottle warm, but it's still ice cold on the inside. And I thought, you know, at least a little, it would get a little warm, but no, it's ice cold. So I think it's really good. I highly suggest it. It's all metal. I like it a lot. Yeah. I'm big into like having really good silverware and stuff like that now, because I like just using it a lot and being able to use it. And I hope I can have things for years and years, so I can look back at it and I can remember, and I can be, that was from this, that was from 2026, that was from 2025, and it seems like that's so right now, but soon enough that'll be so long ago. So I like this one. I like this one. Yeah. I remember like 2015 like it was damn near yesterday. It's crazy. Crazy like Patrick Swayze. Yeah, 2023 does feel nostalgic. Even watching, I rewatched Dorohedoro, and it's so crazy. It came out in 2020? I was like, that was 6 years ago? Dorohedoro seems like so recent. And I remember reading it like a little bit before then. So crazy. Yes, so long ago. So long ago. It feels like it was just yesterday. How does it feel that you're getting old? Do you have gray hairs yet? How are your gray hairs? You got them yet? Yeah? Where do you have them? Do you get them on the sides of your head? That's the best. Don't hate it. It's attractive. If you get them on the sides of your head, kind of near your ears, it's good. That's good stuff. That's the good. Nose, unfortunately? That's so awesome. You can pluck them and put them in a little glass bottle, and you could ship it out to sea, and nobody will know what it is, but it'll just be proof of your age and the marching of time. That's what it will be. So my gray hairs were nice? Yeah, I think gray hairs are nice. Sorry, you can hear my hiccup brewing. Don't plug them, they're good for your nose. You can pluck a few. Widow's Peak is slowly showing. Okay, Dracula. Alright, Dracula. That's what you're looking like, Dracula. I'm gonna leave my gray hair. I told my mom, because my mom just started getting gray hair, and I'm gonna be honest, my mom is quite old. Like, for, you know, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, I'm not young myself, but my mom is quite old, and she's just getting them, and I told her, no, you gotta leave them! You gotta leave them, they looks good! You should, you know, that's good stuff. But my mom has, like, the nicest fucking hair in the world, so, I don't know. My mom, legitimately, I'm so mad, because I did not get the nice hair. I'm really upset about it. My mom has, like, just the shiniest, like, longest, softest hair that I've ever seen in my whole entire life, and I'm so jealous. Every time I see it, I get so mad about it. None of us got that. My sister, none of us got that. I'm so mad. I'm so mad about it. Like, give it to me. Damn, please. Please. It's the native genes. It's the native genes. She doesn't take care of it well. She does the same things I do. She doesn't do anything special. She just has it like that. That's it. Yeah. She doesn't do anything. But to be fair, I got the best teeth. So I'm pretty happy with that. I've got pretty good teeth. Everybody else in my family got fucked up teeth. And I think teeth are really important, yeah. So, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Mm-hmm. I do wish I was taller though. I'm still mad about that because a lot of people in my family are like 6 foot and above, and then you know I'm a little shrimplet, and I would like a little bit more, perhaps. That would be nice. I just bought because I've been buying some like jeans and you know actual clothes for the summer and spring, and I bought some jeans and I was so hyped because I got these low-rise jeans and I saw them and I'm like, ooh, those look so good. They look so sexy. And I bought them and they're this, it's like the smallest size. That shit is not low-rise on me. That shit, if I want it to fit and not drag on my feet, I have to wear it near my belly button. So, that's what sucks about like you men have it so easy. You don't have vanity sizing where it's like extra small, 0, and then it's just a random size that they make up instead of by inches by your waist. It's unfair because if I really like I don't know, I even if like say my hips were wider, I got like chunky or whatever, it doesn't really matter, but they would still be super long. They would still be super long. It doesn't matter which jeans I buy. They're super long. This is the issue with vanity sizing. It's not, you know, it's not it's huge around my waist or I'm so skinny. No, it's the leg. It's so annoying. I haven't found any jeans that are like good. I even try to like, I'm like, ew, I'll get some kind of sexy like tiny shorts, right? Like, aw, like kind of sexy low-rise shorts. That shit, it looks like I'm almost wearing khakis or whatever. It's so bad. It's not even sexy. It just looks like it doesn't look good, and it's not fair. I try so hard. I'm like, ooh, this is gonna look good, and then it's like, damn. It kind of looks like 2 tree trunks. Like it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. It's not fair. I do have a dream item, and it's this JP super, I think it's called ultra low rise jeans, and they have a built-in denim thong in the back of the jeans for look. And they're super low rise, and it's like a built-in denim thong, and they look so fucking awesome, and I've never found them ever. I don't even know if they exist, and I want them so bad. Those are my dream pair of pants because I know they would actually fit me. And where do I find them? I feel like I have to go to Japan to even get the concept of like, could this possibly exist here? But I can't find them anywhere. I can't find them. It's my dream to own those. It's my dream to have something. I'm damn near close to getting somebody to make them for me. I don't know, but I haven't found them anywhere. It sucks. I think they're like the best jeans I've ever seen, and I'm so mad about it. I'm so mad about it. I want them so bad. I think about them all the time. When I think of jeans, like if you say jeans, you know how it's like dog, bark, you know, or dog, like golden retriever. The first thing I think of is those jeans. You say jeans, you say pants. I think of those ultra low rise, built-in thong denim jeans. That's what I think of, and I think about them all the time. And I've had dreams about finding them in a store, and I need them so bad. I need them so bad. I want them. They're amazing. I don't know if I can show. I don't know if it's too sexily. Let me see if I can find them on Gaggle Images. Nothing's ever going to take you down. Let me see. Sana, ultra low rise. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Okay, I hope I don't get in trouble for this shit. Okay. Let me. should be... How big is this image? Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. Don't get in trouble for... Well, it doesn't matter anyway. Oh, it's behind me. Hold on. Those are the fucking jeans! Those are the jeans! Those are the jeans! If I've ever seen them. Is that not amazing? And you can't find them. You can't find them anywhere. Well, it's this brand, okay? It's called Santa Jeans. This song's really good. It's not fair. No, I don't think it's a functional thong. I'm pretty sure it's just like for look, right? But how's that not the most amazing thing ever? How do we not have these? How are they not existing anymore? And all of the, I'm gonna say this as a woman who's got into shopping. They don't, low-rise, like 90s, low-rise does not exist anymore. They lie about it. They're like, oh, it's low-rise like the 90s, like your freaking thong would stick out. That's not true. That's not true. It's not the same. They're pretty high up still. They're pretty high up. It's not fair. It's not fair. I don't know. I think whale tails need to come back. We're all poor. We're all unhappy. Like, you know, let's have a little bit of eye candy, right? Like, just at least a little bit. You know? I don't care if you're fat. I don't know. I don't care if you're skinny. I don't care if you're big, small. Like, whatever, as a lady, I want to see that whale tail. I do. And you gotta wear those low-rise jeans. And if your tummy hangs out, I mean, that's a plus for me. We gotta bring it back. I like that stuff. I like it. I don't know. That was real sexy. That was real sexy. And I see people complaining about, like, women dressed like whores in the gym. How are you gonna complain about that? Too. You know what? I think women should wear the low-rise in the gym, too. Go on. Go on for it. I think you should. I don't have an issue with that. I don't know. I don't understand that. I think women should dress sexy because women are sexy. But that's also, yeah, my onion. That's my onion. They're scared of getting a boner while lifting. What if you drop the weight on your zoner? I think that's why. Damn. I'm not a dude, but I think about that. I feel like a pain in my region. I can understand. I'm an empath, so I can kind of understand what you're feeling a little bit. I can understand a little bit. I thought your balls hurt more though. I don't know what's worse, I guess. I guess all of it just hurts. It's just a pain area. I don't know. I thought that was worse than your pee-pee. That's worse? Are there more nerve endings? I thought there were more nerve endings than... But you're so confusing. That is so confusing. That's... You throw up? I'm so confused. I wonder why. I don't know. It's a full body reaction. Just like me when I see these damn jeans, man. Those jeans are fucking awesome and I love them. And I want them really bad. I want those things. Balls have 0 damage resistance. It's like when I'm playing in Slay the Spire and then an enemy hits you with the weaken and it also hits you with like, and you don't have any block cards. The only cards you have are from the boss and it's usually like slimed or something like that. Vulnerable. And then they're about to hit you with 10 3 times. And that's what it's probably like. That's what I can imagine, yeah. So can I imagine? Mm-hmm. You don't even have any block. That sucks. Yeah. It's sensitive. That's terrible. Well, it hurts to get hit in the boob. I used to play soccer, and I got a direct soccer ball in my chest, and I was like, and I like fell on the floor, and I just sat there for a moment, and it was really bad. Same with I played some like volleyball in school, and you know I was like in high school, you know I was like more of a teen, and I got a slam underneath into my chest, and I fell down, and it was not fun. It takes your breath away real quick. It's not fun. That's not fun stuff. No. So we each have different pains, but women have to give birth, so that's 1,000 ball damage times 3. So, yeah. I'm glad men don't have nipples. That would look really disgusting. What would they even need those things for? I'm glad that they don't have that. They just have like flesh, right? That would be absolutely disgusting and foul. It would make me sick. Actually, I'm thinking about it right now, and I'm feeling sick to my stomach, and I feel like I'm gonna throw up just thinking if men had nipples. I feel like I'm just gonna hurl. I'm just gonna hurl everywhere. Yeah, that would suck. I think the thing that is very attractive. Okay, how do I explain this properly? But like, when men have like a bit of like defined chest muscles, but they don't have abs. That's ideal. That's ideal. That's actually idealized. Like when it's not like those full chiseled abs, like where it's like you gotta spray that shit with oil and like, you know, watch it glisten. When it's like just like the chest. That's ideal. That's ideal. Yes. Mm-hmm. I don't even think it's a okay. I'm going to vouch for you. I'm going to vouch for you. Where it's like, oh, I love when women are a little chubby, and it's like a kind of like very normal weight woman. But I don't think that's a dad bod, and I don't think it can be described as a dad bod at all, because that actually takes a lot of work to put in, and I know that's a lot of work to put in. It's not just like this has just happened. That's like it takes a little bit of work to have that, and you know I'm not gonna see that and be like, it's just, you know, a fucking lazy body. Like I feel like dad bod is like supposed to be lazy, but no, that's actual like gym behavior body. Yes. So I don't know. Whenever people say that, like, oh, I like this dad bod, and it's just like a dude that's a bit like he's quite defined, but he's got like a little bit of chunk. No, that's actually a gym body. We somehow think like these super muscular, structured bodies are like, that's the gym body. No, that takes a lot, and that's like no body fat, and that's not exactly a strong body actually. That sometimes is not a body that lifts weights. That's a body that is structured. That's what I'm saying. I understand this stuff because when I wanted to get to my dream body, and I was like, I need to get a big freaking butt, and I was working on my butt, I'm like, damn, like all the work that's put into all of this stuff is crazy. And that's when I started to understand, like, you know, the basic, like, when you see stuff in movies, like, it's like, oh yeah, I didn't eat for 3 days and all I did was work out. And that's how people get those bodies sometimes. You know? It's not like it's not like what we think. It's not like, oh, this dude works out at the gym and now like it's all structured, or this girl just works her butt out so she has a big butt. No. You've got to eat like a ton of protein and calories to like start that butt, and you have to focus on other things with the butt and the structure to hold up the butt. It's not just like, oh, all I do are squats. No, it's like there's so much to it. It's so bad. It's so much. Mm-hmm. That's what I found out, because I was really working hard at it. Honestly, I don't really know if I had a butt, because I was kind of too busy to like put that much work into it, if that makes sense, and I didn't really have the money for the amount of protein I needed, probably. But I had a pretty good gym body, I would say. I used to work out every single day, actually, but some of it was just walking and doing it to wake up, because I don't know what was wrong with me, but I was like a nutcase for a while, and I would sometimes, my first thing I would do was wake up and work out. And that was like very scary. I don't know. I must have been like on a good amount of energy drinks, probably. But that's what I would do. I would go to the gym. And I would do it sometimes after work. It was crazy. I don't really know what was wrong. I think I was just really fucking bored, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure that's why I started working. I was like, damn, I don't know what to do. You know, I play video. I guess I'll just do this too, huh? And that's what I did. Yeah. I mean, a lot of that stuff is like, I'm bored. You know, I'm gonna work out. It's true. It's true. It is. I'm bored. I'm gonna work out. So, yeah. I need to work out a bit more. I need to work out. I need to get back into it. I feel like such a slob. I feel like so lazy. I've gotten so skinty minty, but I feel like I've lost a lot of my muscle, and I'm scared that like when I try to put weight back on, or like as I'm putting weight back on, I'm not gonna have my muscles again. Because for some reason I just have basic muscle structure, and I want to keep that. I want to keep it. Yeah. That Baconator will save you. That Baconator will save you for real. That Baconator, and the... Damn, I miss that Ghost Pepper Ranch. When I become the Wendy's president, I will make them bring back the Ghost Pepper Ranch. They will bring back the Ghost Pepper Ranch for real, and they will bring back the pretzel bun. They will bring back the pretzel bun and the Ghost Pepper Ranch. That pretzel bun was dangerous stuff. That was some dangerousness. Grilled chicken option for sandwiches? I'll think about it. I will think about it. I love that Ghost Pepper Ranch. That shit was that was dangerous to me. That was quite dangerous. I love that Ghost Pepper Ranch. I didn't realize how many calories were in it. Yeah. Okay. Wait, we gotta put on I Write Sins Not Tragedies, if that just came on. I chimed in, haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No. To tell you the truth, I was gonna play the game and then I was gonna do karaoke, but every time I think of doing karaoke, it's like going skydiving for me. I don't know why, like I can't leap off. I can't leap off. I think about doing karaoke and then I have like a set list and I'll try to practice, and then I go and try it, and then it's like I'll start saying, it's like, hi, I chimed in, has people ever heard of? Because like I get so nervous and I can't have the full confident voice, so it's really hard. I don't know, it's just gotten worse because I was never this big streaming, so I get kind of nervous because like I was never this big. My karaoke's were like a dive bar, and now I feel like I feel like I've hit the big leagues, and I gotta you know, when I'm doing the cover songs, it's people in the crowd that actually, you know, are wearing the shirts of their favorite band like that. So yeah, it's musikashi. It's musikashi. You're a K-pop demon hunters? Should I? Oh my god, I gotta eat the demon sauce. Haven't you people ever heard of? No, when you do a karaoke, you just gotta fucking do it. I think the Patreon karaoke would make it worse, cause then it's like, I don't know how to explain it. When you do a karaoke, it has to be public, I swear. It's just how it is. It's gotta be all public. It's gotta be everybody. It's just, it's, you know, you gotta. And my team Huntrix are Saja boys. Which one has like the fucking derp? It's called like Derpy or something. I don't know. I know like I think it's Derpy Tiger, and that's like where the heat is at. That's where the heat is at. The Derpy Tiger. Goddamn door, no. I'm too old to know. I don't know much about it. I was trying to watch it to understand, but I'm not gonna lie, like, them eating that ramen that way just pissed me the fuck off. It pissed me the fuck out, and I couldn't keep on it. I couldn't keep on it. Like, it really pissed me off so much. So I couldn't deal with it. I just don't like it. They've like got like their nostrils flared. Fuck off. Don't let me see that shit. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Get out of my eyes. Get out of my sight. It's disgusting. It's foul. It's terrible. What are the demon? We're going up, up, up. I don't know. What about when she smells the sushi roll? I hated that so much. I hated it. Golden is still super pop. It's like KDA. That's what I thought. I thought the K-pop Demon Hunters was like KDA, but they made it for kids. And I didn't realize it was like an actual separate thing for the longest time. That shit won a fucking Emmy? What the hell? Soda pop. Soda pop. Yeah. I don't know. That's all I know about it. I don't know much about it. That's all I hear. I feel like I'm getting old now because I hear that and I have to watch all of these kid things and I have to sit with it because I have to understand it. Because I'm getting too old and I don't know anymore. Oh man. First thing I ever saw of K-pop Demon Hunters was a very not safe for work edit. What about when they're all sitting and staring to the side and they make them with blonde hair and blue eyes? That's the thing I saw. No, that's not. This is so funny. When they like do it really poorly, and they oh my god, that shit just kills me every time. When they do it really, really poorly and they do it in like MS Paint and stuff. Man. Oh my god. That's so funny. I remember the Connie Steven Universe white edits. When they whitewashed Connie. That was so sinister. It looked so bad. When you were a Steven Universe fan, like, and people were like, you know, were doing the reverse edits and stuff, that shit was crazy. It was like in Twilight when they were fighting the Volturi. It was like both sides fighting each other, like the Cullens and normal vampires versus the Volturi. That's what it was. Like the battle of both edits. It was crazy shit. You don't even understand. You don't remember it like I do. It was crazy. Wanna live a life from a new perspective. Rebecca Sugar, whatever you do, don't ask Rebecca Sugar about concrete. When they tag her, they better know about concrete first. In the official art book. That was some sinister, crazy shit. If you know, you know. That's all I gotta say. Basically, Rebecca Sugar in the art book, when she was crafting up ideas, she made a pretty racist caricature and named it Concrete and made it really bad, and it was a huge deal. It was a huge fiasco and everybody fucking freaked out, and it was so bad they took it out of the official art book. I'm serious. You gotta look at it for yourself. I'm not saying anything about it. I'm not putting anything. But she was in hot water. It was in the official art book, and it was, I believe it was taken out. It was really bad. It was really, really bad, okay? It was J.K. Rowling levels, let's just say. Look up Steven Universe Concrete. That's official. Just, I'll give you a second. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. That's real, by the way. That's not a joke. That's not fake. That's bad. Yeah, it was really bad. I thought for the longest time it was like, I saw it during the time when people were making the edits back and forth and basically fighting each other. I thought somebody did it to be hateful, and then I found out it was official, and I was like, oh fuck, that's really bad. That's really bad. Yeah, she was really evil for that one, I'm not gonna lie. Why did she do that? Genuinely, I don't know. I wish somebody would ask her to this day. Like, it's real bad stuff. That was real bad shit. We don't talk about it. But now people just laugh at it, like, you know, like such a bad thing she did. Yeah. It looks like it's one of those episodes of Looney Tunes that doesn't air anymore. It does. It's really bad. It's really bad, and I don't really know what it's not just the design, it's the descriptions of things alongside it. Like, it's almost like she did it on purpose, like in a sinister way. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But yeah, we don't talk about that. I know all about these terrible fandom things, even though, like, I guess I participated in a bunch of fandoms. I really liked Steven Universe. When, yeah, it's a little wild. But I really liked Steven Universe when it came out, and it was really important to me because I used to watch the episodes every week, and I really liked it, I'm not gonna lie. It was a good show when it wasn't a filler episode. When it was an important episode, actually very good. Like, when the Garnet, like, surprise came out, man, that was the most hype shit I ever did watch on TV. That was like watching The Walking Dead, but for girls who colored their hair with Kool-Aid, you know? That was like Game of Thrones for people with crumbs in their bed. It was awesome. I was hype as hell. I was like so happy about that shit. It was really hype. Yeah. La oh. I'm stronger than you. That was on replay. Just the cut from the episode was on replay on my freaking iPod. It was awesome. It was awesome. I liked it so much. I thought Peridot was gonna rap in it. I'm still let down to this day that she didn't rap in the song. Yeah. I only saw Steven Universe whenever my sister was watching it. I was biggest into Adventure Time. Adventure Time was really good too. I also used to be really into The Legend of Korra, and I used to watch the premiere I believe it was every Friday, and then I would get a burger. I would get a burger with cheese and barbecue sauce and jalapenos. And that's how I would watch The Legend of Korra, and it was awesome, and I miss it so much. Yeah. And then, yeah, Korra Fridays. And I remember Bolin in the Deep, when people made covers about the characters. I had the fattest crush on Bolin. It's not even funny. I had such a huge crush on Bolin. It was something serious. He was like my thing for a while. I wanted him to be happy so bad. I wanted him to be happy so bad. I had such a huge crush on him. I'd be like, I love that big boy. I love that big boy. I did. I had such a huge crush. He was awesome. The Legend of Korra, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, it really sucked in comparison to Avatar. I did not watch all of Avatar. I only watched when it was like on TV, you know what I mean? But it was good for like, it was good for girls getting like tween girls to teen girls. Does that make sense? Like you fit the perfect niche when it came to that kind of audience. Yeah. So it was like that sort of thing. Yeah. So it was bad, but it was good for that. And I was that exact audience. So hey, perfect for me. Perfect for me. Perfecto. I guess it was more of like a teen drama type of thing. It was like the Degrassi of Airbender, right? I think that makes sense. Some parts of Korra were better than Avatar. I think some parts. I think Korra was actually a very good character. And I did like Asami. I thought Asami was a really underrated, really good character. And as she progressed, I liked her a lot more and more. And they really redeemed her quite a bit. She was really good. Like, she seems like, oh, she's just the pretty, you know, like, whatever girl. But she's actually a really good character. Actually a very, very good character. And I liked her more as it went on. No, she definitely got better as it went about. But I liked bowling. Bowling in the deep, you had my heart inside of your hand. I haven't seen the Avatar fighting game though. This is a good song. This song reminds me of Mario Kart Wii. This is like a Mario Kart Wii song. When you play Mario Kart Wii, this is the song you play. Whisper, and that was when I kissed her. Hopefully the next Avatar animated show is good. Do you think they're gonna have one? That's crazy to think about. Do you think they're gonna have one? It's gonna be a duo of avatars? What? Really? Older Aang? It sounds like Boruto. Whatever. I've heard Boruto sucks. So, I don't know much about Naruto. But, Piper has been telling me about it and I need to check it out. It's so crazy, but Piper and I have, like, the same taste in, like, fictional dudes, kinda. So she keeps telling me about, you know, her husbando, and it's like, oh, he seems like serious and stoic, but he's actually like a goofy pervert. And it's like, yeah, that's basically what I like. That's basically it. I have like a set of rules. I have a set of cards that need to play out. One of them is being like a pervert in any way, but that's optional. But being stoic is quite good. Being unlikable, especially by women, like, I usually like the male character that's not likable to most women, because it's like, in my head, I'm like, okay, but I'm the one that saves him, right? That's what I like. So, yeah, that sort of thing. Or old, broken down man. That's good. Yeah. That's good. That's probably the champion of all of them. Yeah, that's it. And then he's like secretly really cool. And he doesn't like anybody, but he likes me. Yeah, that's my thing. What about Mutated Monster Man? Varies, depends. I didn't like Johnny Bravo. He's a cartoon. He's too cartoony. He's too cartoony. I think I've seen some Gintama, but just like random episodes here and there. Yeah, just here and there. Hey baby, won't you look my way? What's this song? Oh yeah, Bulls in the Bronx. Yeah, this song is good as freak. Yeah. I also do have some female characters I like too. I had a female character I had like a real deal, like legitimate crush on. For me right now, that's fuck, I can't remember her name from my Tetsu. But I actually do seriously, like, I don't know, I think she's like really good. But I liked Paku from Hunter x Hunter a lot. Like for a very long time. Hachiroku. Yeah. I really liked Paku from Hunter x Hunter for like a very long time. I had a big crush on her. And I don't know. She was very... I spent a whole summer, my summer break, watching all of Hunter x Hunter and reading it. And, yeah. I liked Paku a lot. She's a really good character. Yes, with the big nose, yes. Yes, with the big nose. She was very cool. She was a very nice character and a good character. I also liked Melody, but not in that way. I thought Melody was a great character. But Paku Onda or whatever, she's really good. She's really good. Really good character. Yeah. I really like her so much. I like her so much. Pierce the Veil is a really good band. Yeah. Have I seen Yu Yu Hakusho? Mm-hmm. I watched it when it was like, I think the dub on TV. But I was like a little too young to fully remember, so I wouldn't say I actually truly watched it. Just like how I used to watch One Piece when it was the dub too. And I used to watch some other stuff when it was the dub, yeah. So I don't remember enough to be like, yes, I'm a big time fan, you know? Mm-hmm. Yes. The Smile Bomb is, the English cover is 1,000 times better than the Japanese version, just my opinion. The Japanese Smile Bomb sucks so bad in comparison to the English one, and that is like one of the first openings where I'm like, okay, the Japanese one, like, no. In a little town, I need to feel the touch of a friend. And then I don't know where to go when I feel like crying. Oh, I wanna stop and grow up again. It's a really good song. Mm-hmm. Yes, the Smile Bomb sounds like a Sonic song. Living in the city, you know you have to survive. Gotta keep the dream alive. Good songs. I wish I grew up on Sonic. I was a Crash Bandicoot head. I was like the bargain bin Sonic fan. How many anime have had their OP dubbed in English? I don't really know. I wonder how many are good in comparison. Huh. I was big into Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot was my ish. Crash Team Racing, one of the best racing games, in my opinion. Far better than a lot of other like racing games. In my opinion, better than the Sonic racing game, better than most Mario Kart games. I'm just gonna say it. And I played a bunch of them because I really liked racing games. I'm serious. I think Mario Kart Wii and then Double Dash, two best Mario Karts, and then the one on the DS is okay. But Mario Kart Wii, one of the best racing games of all time. Crash Team Racing though is seriously, I think, like the best of one of those racing games. I still like Midnight Club. Forza's okay. I played a bit of Forza. Honestly, Forza is very like, Forza feels like the Tekken of racing games. Like the feel, the mouth feel. It feels like if Tekken were a racing game. Does that make sense? Like Tekken feels so heavy and stiff. And that's kind of how Forza felt to me in comparison to other racing games. Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's the only way I can explain it. Yeah. I don't know if I'm a freaking Dorkenstein, but you need a spirit. I think I played that if it's on Steam. And I also played the one with the TF2 characters on Steam. Yeah. I really like Midnight Club LA though. Midnight Club games are really, really good. The Soul Calibur of racing games. I've never played a Soul Calibur game. Never played a Soul Calibur game. Isn't it crazy? I feel like I missed out. Because you can make a character in those games. I was a Mortal Kombat head. I played Mortal Kombat and I played a little bit of Dead or Alive. And I played mostly Street Fighter and Darkstalkers and those things. And Skullgirls. I played a lot of Skullgirls. I played a ton of Skullgirls. I was really into Skullgirls for a very long time. Skullgirls was like my everything for like 2 years. And, well, now I hate it with a passion because of certain things that happened. But I was really into Skullgirls. Really, really into Skullgirls. I was a big fan. All of my artwork was inspired by Skullgirls. I loved it. I loved it so much. I love my Peacock and I love my Double. Peacock and Double. And I also like Beowulf a lot. Beowulf was really cool. I liked Squiggly was really good as well. You know, a lot of people don't play them, but I'm so serious. A lot of fighting games have amazing story modes, and I highly suggest you play them. Especially Skullgirls has really good lore for the characters, and it will make you like them a lot more. Especially like Squiggly's backstory. Peacock's backstory is that she was experimented on, and she was like, fuck, her whole body was like torn apart, and her eyes were taken out, and like she was made into this abomination. You don't even realize that. You'd think like, oh, it's just funny, you know, haha, funny, cartoony. No, she was created into this abomination. I forgot why. I think it was a rival gang group, and she was just this young girl, and she was taken off the street and just forced into that. And she's like, apparently she's completely blind. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. And then Squiggly, you know, came back from life, especially Painwheel. Painwheel's story is really good too. I suggest, like, if you ever bored and you want to play through a fighting game, I suggest playing through a lot of the Mortal Kombat stories and a lot of the Skullgirls stories. They're really, really good. I don't know if they changed the backstories with the updates. The game's been dead to me for a long time. Ever since they made a mobile game, I was like, oh no, that's no good. And yeah, it was really bad. Really, really bad. I played Melty Blood, and I played Blaze Blue, and I played there's another one I played. I played Taukaka. She was one of my favorites. Whatever, I think her name is Elizabeth Alucard. She was pretty good. The vampire girl with the umbrella. But I played Taukaka. I played a little bit of Guilty Gear with the soul bad guy. But I didn't really like Guilty Gear. I don't know. Guilty Gear didn't feel like a fun anime fighter to me. You would not believe your eyes. Ben Air. Kokonoe? Kokonoe is good. Oh, and I liked 8 or 9. I think 9. 6, 7, 6, 7. Rokodana, Rokodana. I liked 9. She was cool too. Yeah. The Street Fighter situation. They recently updated a character's backstory so that he got married to and impregnated his cousin. These are just the recent times. We've got a lot of incest fans out there. You know? It's very awesome that a trait that I have is like, no matter what, there is a possibility of like incest being real with any human I am with technically. Because I don't know. And there's always a possibility. You know? Like, it's possible. It's not out of the question, exactly. It's not. So, that's a cool thing about me. That's a cool thing. And then I'm gonna pop out a litter and they're all gonna have blue skin. And then they're gonna have like 3 arms. You know? Not really gonna be good. I'm actually gonna be upset about that. But, you know, we'll see. We'll get to that point. And we'll see. And they're gonna be a little fucked up. Yeah. I hope they get the good mutations like in Mugenics. Like when they get the big paws. And they have the trample. That would be awesome. That'd be awesome. Not the bad ones that like take away stuff. No, like the good stuff, you know. I'm game brained. My Mugenics has been popping off. I beat Guillotina. Finally. Fuck that bitch. It took me forever. Man. And I finally beat Guillotina, and she was pissing me off. And I basically how it worked was I had a pretty good team, and then they all got wiped. But then, out of left field, downtown Julie Brown, my healer, my cleric, you know, was buffed the fuck up. And then I had to, like, basically every time my healer hit anything, it would regenerate health. And then it had special healing regeneration. And boom. It was just a bunch of turns of exhaustion of just healing and hitting. And it didn't even do that much damage, but I just had to keep going. I had to keep going. I couldn't quit. And it took like, I don't know, probably 16 turns of just the healer. It was maybe not 16, maybe like 10 or so. It took a very fucking long time, and I was like, please, 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 please. And I was just hitting and hitting and hitting and healing and hitting and healing and hitting and healing. And then it spawned. There was one zombie kitten spawned left, and this fucking zombie kitten was just eating all of the scraps of the bodies around. And then at the very end, it started helping me. And then it came over and it started hitting Guillotina's head. That's all that was left. And it started hitting it with me. And that's how I defeated it. Yeah. So I was pretty happy about that. I remember it. It was like, it's like when you have the Pokemon Hall of Fame. That's what it was for me in the back of my mind. It was very important. It was a very important part of my life. It was a very, very important part of my life. I'm gonna remember it when I'm on my deathbed, when I'm in the hospital and you hear burp, burp. I remember way back when. And I thought I couldn't do it. That battle is hard as hell, though. That battle is really hard. It took me a very long time. I beat every Guillotina except for the last one, and I was like, damn. And it took forever and ever and ever. And I would look up like YouTube video guides. It's like how to beat Guillotina easy. And it's like, it's all RNG. It's not how to beat it easy. It's all fucking RNG. What do you mean beat Guillotina easy? You got fucking RNG. All of this is RNG. It's not easy. You just gotta get RNG and you gotta come up with the damn strat. Fuck. I beat the crater. Alien crater, feline invader, alien crater. I was jamming out to that song so hard. I beat it, and I beat it in the same type of situation, except what the fuck happened was my damn. I was so upset. This happened at the very end. But my archer, whatever they're called, got bloodlust and it just killed all of my cats. But then it just auto-battled for me, and then it started spanking the shit out of the alien and just beat it. So I was like, you know what? Whatever, we take it. We take those sometimes. So, yeah. It happened, but it worked. It worked. I'll take it. I'll take it. Alien crater, feline invader, alien crater. I love that song so much. That's my favorite theme, by far. By far. Meteor crowd, we crowd. Alright, we gotta play it. Duh. I wanted to do a Mugenics karaoke, but I don't think they have them. I've been doing some IRL stuff and working on other stuff, but nothing really of importance to talk about on stream. Such a good theme. I love it so much. We gotta get to the chorus. Okay, okay. Cats become unbound. something. Oops. Alien crater, feline invader, alien crater, invader, alien crater, feline invader, alien crater. I love it so much. I think he helped. I think he made the music, but he obviously worked on it with other people. But I'm not gonna lie, the Binding of Isaac music is really good too. Like nobody talks about that, but a lot of the Binding of Isaac music is really awesome. And I love it so much. Especially I think it's the like water level. I forgot what it's called now. But it's like it's so good. It's so good. Crater, feline invader, alien crater, feline invader. Feline invader, alien crater. It's so good. I've heard that Mugenics was his biggest project and his favorite project and his most loved game. So that makes me really happy. I'm really glad. It's so awesome that you hear the themes when you're playing, and then when you fight the boss, it's the theme with the lyrics. When that first happened with chasing rats, I was like, and I was so excited. I thought it was so cool, and I was really happy, and I love that sort of thing because I used to play a lot of Awesome Knots, and Awesome Knots has theme songs for every character, a special theme song, okay? But whenever you get a killing spree in Awesome Knots, it would do the theme song, but like a remixed version, and it was so fucking cool. It was so fucking cool. Invader, alien crater. I love it. I love it so much. Alien crater, feline invader. I love that. The soundtracks really add to games. I wish more games would do that. It makes me feel so cool when I'm fighting a boss and then it just plays the music. I hope more games do that though. There's actually a lot of good roguelike games coming out and that are out, especially like Slay the Spire-esque. And I might try playing them on stream. There's this anime one that I wanted to play. I kind of wish there was like a roguelike, like Slay the Spire, but like kind of like an H game. That would be really fun. I haven't seen any of those, but I feel like it wouldn't be too hard to make, and it would be a little interesting. Like you could play certain cards and things like that. I don't know, kind of card based, or like yeah. I like when there's random encounters and stuff because then it plays more into like the game part of it. Does that make sense? I feel like there's certain games, like H games, where it's like, okay, I can just click whatever I want and do whatever I want. But then I like when there's like more of a game aspect to that. And that's kind of like just an extra to it, but it's more of a game. I think that's really cool. I think that's really cool. Yeah. I didn't see the Garu Dungeon Crawler game. What is that? What is that? What is that? Take me to the dungeon. Oh wait, I've seen that. That one looks cool. Yeah. Riz Dungeon? Yes, that's the one. I saw that. I thought it looked really nice. I like the art style. I don't think it's an H game. There's also, I think there's Butt Night is like one of those other games, but it's one of those more silly H games. Like, how do I explain this? I don't think all H games need to be like, this is the most hottest ultra sexual thing that ever exists. It's almost like, hey, there's some nudity and some lewd things, but it's more of just a game, or even the lewd stuff is silly, you know? Does that make sense? Like I wish there were more of those too. Where it's just like, there's boobs sometimes, or like this or that, or this looks silly. And it's not so it's like, this is like fucking impact, play this one with one hand, buddy. It's more like I'm playing a game and there's like adult elements. Yeah, I like those a lot. I like just kind of, sometimes just silly. Just silly is good. I don't know. I'm a big fan of those above all. Yeah. That's why, like, yeah, Black Souls. I don't think the loot stuff necessarily needs to be in like a this is sexy way, but more of like even like just a part of the game. Like even Fear and Hunger. Like there's obviously loot stuff to it, but it's more of like a fear factor and of like a disgust thing. It doesn't have to be like this is fucking sexy and hot. It's just, you know, it's like you're playing an adult game. I like that. I think it's good. You will last 10 seconds playing this game. Here's an ad you can't click out of. It would be nice. I know the Steam reviews don't like that. How can we make Fear and Hunger, but instead of any bad things happening, like a rape, maybe we can make it that they just faint or something. And it's like, you're taking away from the fear and the game. What do you mean? You're taking away from a core scary part of the game. You're taking away from the reality of you are like in hell. What the fuck? What do you mean? Can we make Fear and Hunger but you're not afraid and there's a lot of food or something? That would be really cool. I would like that a lot. I would like that a lot. That would be awesome. I don't know. I feel like it takes away from the core part of some of the game. Like, when I played Fear and Hunger, it was very scary for certain things to happen. Because it makes you like, you know, you don't want to see that happen to your character. Or like this character that you were like going really hard with. And now it's like, oh man, you know? I like that a lot. Also, I hope the new Fear and Hunger is like as mysterious as 1. Because I didn't really like Fear and Hunger 2. I don't know if it makes sense, but Fear and Hunger 2 had too much story. And I've heard that people are making Fear and Hunger clones where they're more like that. It's like, the scary part is you don't know what's going on. And you can't really communicate to many people. And the people you have around, you don't know if they're going to, you know, act like, do something, turn on you, anything. And that's like the scary part of it. It's the mystery. But in Fear and Hunger 2, it's kind of like there's just a bit too much story, you know? And it's too modern and like, meh. I don't know. I like that it felt like ancient evil. I've heard Funger 3 is going to take place in the 90s. So, make what you will of that. Make what you will of that. Mm-hmm. I don't know. We'll see. I'll trust. But I'll see. I'll see about that. I'll see about thinking about playing in it. Mayhaps I'll pick it up. I don't know. Piece of me. I've never played Enna Dream Barbecue, but there's a character I'm obsessed with in the game. And I think she has the most amazing voice actress. And she's like this little... Hold on, let me look up the characters. I'll show you. Ignored by Animal Crossing. Tasky Maiden. She has the best voice I've ever heard. I think she's so cute and I fucking love her design so much. She's like one of my favorite characters I've seen in anything. I think just great all around. I think the voice actress was amazing. That was like just incredible work across the board. I think all the voice acting in Dream Barbecue is like spectacular, really. They did an amazing job. I'm really happy with it. I think it's so cool. But I just didn't play it on stream because I don't know. I just didn't, I guess. I don't know. And I feel like it's too late now. Yeah. So I'm not sure. But I think all the characters are really, really cool. What a cool game. What a cool game. Maybe I'll do karaoke tomorrow. How about that? How about them apples? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do some karaoke tomorrow. Maybe I'll try it, even when I'm nervous and scared. But don't cringe if I suck at singing. I can't help it. I wasn't put on this earth to be a singer. I was put on this earth to, frolic and be happy and jump around and stuff, yeah. But I get really embarrassed because I don't know. I feel bad. I'm not the singer. I'm not the singer. Bing 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 bing. Just to cheer and sing along? I hope so. I feel like doing karaoke way back when was a bit different because, like, way back when I first started VTubing, it was hyped to see people do karaoke because you knew it was them going out of their comfort zone and they were just having fun and being happy. But nowadays it's like, you know, everybody feels like you have to be this like super amazing singer, and it's really difficult. And I'm not much of a singer. I don't like to sing because I know I'm bad at it. Yeah. I don't know. Dim 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 dim. Dum 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 dum. Yeah. Oops. Sorry. I hope I can be good enough for you to enjoy. That's all. Not too much, not too bad to listen to. Karaoke is more fun when you're not a crazy good singer. Okay, then maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah. Well, I talked a brass monkey's ear off. I hope you have a nice night, and I hope this was kind of chill and cozy. I didn't play that damn game at all, but that's okay. Who give a fuck? Who gaff? Who gaff? Not me. Certainly not me. But yeah, maybe you have a nice night. And I'm probably after this I'm going to spend my time trying to fix my Windows 11 issues. I think I recently fixed a lot of microphone issues I was having, and it turns out it was Windows 11, which is really awesome. I saw a tweet about it, like, oh, Windows 11 fucked up my mic. And it turned out it fucked up a lot of microphones that I had, and a few other things. And I'm trying to fix it. And basically, this is really bad. I cannot shut my PC off, because when I do, it resets a lot of things, and sometimes it gets rid of a lot of stuff, and I have to reset everything. So I just, you know, I have to leave it on all the time. It's really bad. It's really bad. And this didn't happen before Windows 11. It was right after, and I checked, and it's like, oh, did I do a bad boot? No. It's just Windows 11. It's Windows 11. It's really bad. It undid, oh, I wanted to use my task cam, but it undid everything, and it, like, didn't let my task cam work, and it was all fucked up, and I did everything I could, and I had to redo it a few times, but I think I've got it working. I don't know. It really sucks. It's just really bad. It's that fun vibe-coded future we have ahead of us. So, the Windows 11 was the fresh Windows install. So, no, it won't help. It is the problem. I didn't have these issues before. So, yeah. That's what it is, yeah. So, that's fun. I suggest holding off as far as you can, but I have a lot of other sound drivers and drivers that I need that are like, okay, we're only Windows 11 now. If you have it on Windows 10, it's over and it's broken. So I had to do it, and I had to do it for other things. And yeah, I really didn't want to. Hold back. Hold back, friends. Hold back. Hold yourself back and drink a Dr. 7, okay? Windows 10 was amazing. Amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I hope you have a nice night. And thank you for watching my stream. And thank you for chilling with me. And having fun and talking with me. And chilling with me a lot. And having a good time with me. And talking with me. And chilling with me. And having a good time. And having a good thing. And yeah, I hope this was fun. Just like a fun too. Just with me check. Yeah. Good night, oh. Bye, nay. Mwah. Have a good one. And have a good day. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. Three of us. Have a great day tomorrow too. Yeah. Bye.